The lesson.
Oh yeah.
Top 5 albums
You're killing me.
of all time.
You're killing me. Of all time?
This is my favorite
In
one.
Oz or?
In Oz. Yeah.
Other.
I told you they get progressively harder.
Number one's going straight to Dundee L, Hunter and Daz. Pretty sure that was the first thing Draft was ever on either before he done his own stuff. You wouldn't even recognise him because he sounds completely different. So Dundee L for sure. These were just things I remember that just made me hooked on the local scene. I didn't even know how dope the local scene was back then, you know, like obviously, you know, not everyone had, it wasn't as easy accessible on your phones and shit. It was like more word of mouth and stuff. But SBX, obviously we're always doing a lot of community stuff. So if you were out and about, you'd end up coming across like dudes Optimus that have always done mad stuff for the youth and shit like that. So Dundee L gets that top spot. Second, Who Am I by Drafto. And then it's like, it's either Calling or Hard Road for the third.
Give it to the Calling.
Yeah, I was going to say, I had to give it to the Calling, but the Hard Road was just when they went that extra notch, but the Calling just because of...
It changed the game, man.
Yeah, exactly, how influential and important it was at that time. The Sentinel was like my MySpace song, you know, my first MySpace song. That shit was killer. It's a Swan, all that stuff. Fourth, I'll give Day of the Dog. I was a huge fan of that album. And it was just so different to the rest of the scene as well. Like I saw Bliss and Essa open up for 50 Cent, like in 06 or something. And yeah, I was like, and they just had a video on like Channel V that up jumped the bully and stuff, like that party at my place and shit. Like, and at that age, you know, that was good party stuff. And yeah, so that gets that fourth spot. I remember copping that album. And fifth, I'm trying to think. I could easily say another Hunter album, but I'm gonna. It's tricky, isn't it? I'm surely not the only one to struggle with these questions.
There'd be something wrong if you weren't struggling.
That's it, eh? Just mentioning my names, complete cog server. But I'm gonna give it to Heretic by Layla for sure. Yeah, they're just albums I could still go back to today, and they'd probably still get me amped up to like write some shit, you know. And yeah, I'm just like hell proud to be part of the Perth scene. And I realised like traveling over east, like we had like a few people. It's not just us thinking that, you know. People are like, Perth's got that scene, you know. Yeah, and we just like, we learned so much from Syllabolics. They just taught us how to be able to kill it, but still, you know, leave the ego on the stage, or, you know, like it's normal for you to get on the mic and start bragging and, you know, I'm the best MC, as long as you don't get off stage and walk around still thinking that shit. Otherwise, you're probably going to get punched in the head or just... Just, you know, like I said, Perth's so small. If you're a cockhead, you're probably just going to get the X, you know? Like, it's happened.
The lesson.
Oh, yeah.